You have one half of what I call the cheat code down packed already. Because what happens is once you get rental properties, and I was having this conversation with Malik offline. I was telling him, I'm like, once I figured out that I can, when I do my pro forma, I literally add a line for stock purchase. So the same way I calculate for taxes, insurance, inspections. So what happens is your rental properties will start to buy your stock for you, and that's
Mm.
the real cheat code, especially if you're buying dividend stocks. Because now it's like you're
Now that
sitting here and you're
right.
buying stock, and now you got like your properties over here next to you. They got a whole team, and we all are going at it for you. So, but you got one half of that down already. So now if
Yeah,
you can figure out a way to
I
to
mean,
to implement that, then you can build a
right,
portfolio.
right now, what I've been doing is buying down my debt because I incurred a lot of debt kind of getting in the game. And so what I've been
Mm-hmm.
throwing a lot, well, like all of the rent on the debt and just, but, I've been also working hard just to pay down that debt as well. But I didn't even think about the stock part of it because, hey, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well, that's the thing. Like
But,
when you were coming up, like, and I guess real estate was like a thing. You had people that were in real estate. Like, did you ever think about the stock market before?
mm-mm. I did. And I honestly
Yeah.
didn't start thinking about it until Todd Capital
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram, and I got like it. Like I think it was during quarantine time, and I was talking to my friend. He was like, "Yeah, we should do stock," and I'm like, "Okay." And I just always, whenever people would ask me about it, because stock and real estate really go together. So,
Yes, they
you
do.
know, he would, people would always ask, "Oh, do you invest in stock?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't really know much about it." Or, I like bricks because I can touch it and feel it. I can go and visit it. I can sell it and things like that. But investing now is just like, why didn't I do this before?
That's what everybody says. Yo,
It
that's what everybody says.
yo,
You
listen,
like,
when you
know,
put that,
child, child,
yeah, when you put that first bag over your shoulder, you be like, holy shit,
always,
what have
you
I
know,
done?
the one thing, I don't have any regrets though, because the one thing that I'm doing now is I talk a lot about my son, but I also have an 18-year-old daughter. I don't talk about her because she's 18-year-old and she can be a pain in the butt. But I
got you.
am, I am, um, teaching her how to invest. So she has her own Robinhood account, and of course, she has Cash App and stuff like that. That she's putting, she has she has a job, and then she has a small business like that does lashes. And I'm like, sis, instead of buying everything under the sun or ordering out, and I said, you should be invested in Uber Eats before anybody because
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And so
You keeping them in business.
yeah, and so I've been so there's no regrets because now I can say that I've trained and taught my children how to really invest their money and not just waste it away. I interviewed someone. I'm one of the leaders of this of a investor group that's strictly for women. It's called Real Estate Invest Her, right? And so we were
Hmm.
interviewing this woman, and she was telling us, her thought is into, she's strong about being a mom and being an investor. I mean, she owns, I think it was 1,500 units from, she lives up in like Allentown, and then she
Hmm.
has some units down in Alabama and in Atlanta. And she was, I was telling her, I said, well, what does the legacy look like for your kids? And she's like, I'm just teaching them financial education no matter what. So her son wants a car, and she's like, you know what? I mean, obviously she could buy him a car, right? But she's like, I'm not going to buy you a car. I'll buy you a property, and then you can take the residual from that property and buy yourself a car, and pay your own insurance. I think her son is 19 years old. So I think that, as African Americans, if we don't start thinking like that, I don't even know. Like,
Hmm.
we're going to really just. I was reading a post. I think it was Malik's post, talking about the wealth gap, about how, we're gonna miss this wealth gap. Like, just we're gonna miss it because we keep investing in things that just don't matter.